Okay, so in this video, we are first going to have a discussion about what a relation is, what the domain and the range are, and what a function is. And then we will do question 1 from homework 9.1. So a relation is a collection, and in math we have a fancy word for collection, and that's set, of ordered pairs. Okay, so for an example, we use those little curly brackets to say everything in here, I want you to group it all together. It's a set. And here are some ordered pairs. Remember, ordered pairs are all x, comma, y's. So say 2 is sent to 5, 3 is sent to 4, and 3 is also sent to pi. Okay, so that's an example of a relation. It's just a collection of ordered pairs. They can be given to you by just being listed out, or they could be given to you by graphing them. The domain of a relation is the collection, I'm going to use the word set now, the set of all x values, also called inputs if we're being more general. Right, so all the x values. So in this example, all of these highlighted yellow numbers and the symbol x, those are the domain. Curly bracket, x, 2, 3. We don't need to list 3 again because it's already there. You don't need to write the repeats. And when we're just listing things out, order does not matter in lists, and we don't need repeats. Okay, so that's my domain. The range of a relation is the set of all the y values, or more generally, all the outputs. Okay, all the y values, all the outputs. So in the example we have up above, we've got a y, a 5, a 4, and a pi. Y, 5, 4, pi. And again, the order doesn't matter. Okay. Now a function is a special type of relation. And it's hugely important. You study functions throughout the rest of your math career, like through algebra and calculus. You're studying functions for a lot of that. A function is a relation. Also, sometimes people will refer to it as a mapping. And it's a special kind of relation, a special kind of mapping. It sends each input, each x value, each input, maybe I'll write x value, to exactly one output, one y value. We don't care where things go, we care that they go to one place. Okay, so now in the example that we have, we want to know, is this a function or not? Okay, so is this relation a function? A useful thing to do is to make a mapping. I'm going to put my domain over here in a box. My range over here in a box. And this ordered pair x comma y tells me that the input x is sent to the output y. Where does x go? X goes to y. This ordered pair shows a mapping. 2 goes to 5. Two goes to 5. This ordered pair tells me that 3 goes to 4. And then lastly, this ordered pair tells me 3 also goes to pi. And that is the problem. 3 is going to 4, but 3 is also going to pi, and pi is different than 4. So this is not a function. Let's do another example. Okay, so here is a relation. We want to know if it's a function. I'm going to look at my domain. And I'm going to look at my range. Right? My domain element of 6 is matched to a range element of 6. When x is 6, so is y. Eight is sent to 6 as well. The x value of 8 is sent to the y value of 6. Okay, and it's perfectly fine that both 6 and 8 go to 6. What's not fine is when you've got 2 arrows emanating from the x value, when you've got, or more than 2 for that matter. If you have an x value going to more than one y, it's not a function. This ordered pair, 2, 4, tells me that when x is 2, y is 4. And this ordered pair 4, 2 tells me that when x is 4, y is 2. This is a function. Y, each x value, each input is sent to exactly one output, to exactly one y. Okay. Now we have enough background information to go ahead and do example 1. Right? Example 1, first we have to list the domain. Remember, the domain are all the x values, which we've been doing in yellow. So 4, 4, 6, and 7. I don't need to repeat that 4, 4, 6, 7. And again, order doesn't matter. My range, my y values are 2, 7, 8, and 5. 2, 7, 8, and 5. Let's go ahead and put those into our computer. So I'm going to click in here, and they've been really helpful. They've already put the commas in, so I'm just putting in the x value, 4, 6, and 7. And then the y values, 2, 7, 8, and 5. And then the next part is to say whether or not this is a function. Let's go back to our Scratch and draw our mappings. So I'm going to write my domain here. My range here. And looking at my ordered pairs, I see 4 is sent to 2. When x is 4, y is 2. I see that 4 is also sent to 7. Oops, we don't want to list it again. 4 is sent to 7. I see that 6 is sent to 8. When x is 6, y is 8. And then lastly, I see 7 is sent to 5. Take a second. Do you think this is a function or not? So this is not a function. I don't care where things go. In fact, you could just white all this out if you wanted. What do I care about? I care about things going to one place. And so when I look right here, I see 4. It's not backing up. I see 4. 4 is sent to 2 different places. Right there. This thing is not a function. Not a function. Okay, so let's choose that option. This relation is no, not a function. Submit. And we did great.